YouTuber formerly known as Masterboard 6660 and Maker December the Performer. Welcome to the channel. So today we got another reaction video for today. Title of this video is Alpha Male Coaches or Scammers by Omezi. Shout outs to Omezi. Yeah, man, most of them are. Most of these dating coaches are. They're grifters. They really don't want you to really succeed. They just want you to like give them their money for their own programs and giving advice of how to get women and stuff like that, or how to get laid. And I mean, guys, it's really not rocket science, you know what I'm saying? I said this countless times in previous videos, especially early on in videos on this channel, man. Just be you and see what comes along with it when it comes down to a female you trying to get with. If it don't, try again. Just try again. Don't get discouraged. Sometimes rejection is a blessing. Sometimes you need to be rejected to see the bigger picture when it comes down to these women, because some of them not even worth it. But as for me, you know what I'm saying, I don't consider myself not no relationship coach or anything like that. I just giving y'all advice and posting videos on here and reacting to, you know, what type of females to avoid or see the red flags in a woman, and what type of females you need to be with. And I don't have no freaking dating programs or nothing like that, but we gonna get right into this video and see what's going on here. So let's check it out.
Let's take you, for example, and me, and we both pull up and we go to your girl. Odds are I'm gonna take that. If you compared me to you, you're not gonna win that battle. So the next time you think that your girl's on lock,
I don't even know who this guy is, but here's the thing, man. They play on guys that probably ain't getting no booty, you know what I'm saying? That ain't getting no girls like that, you know, that are what they call it, quote unquote incels. You know, they preying on them. They're preying on them, on the guys, and they also gaslight them. They also gaslighting you at the same time. They're giving you advice, but they gaslighting you at the same time. That and some of y'all don't even realize that when y'all watching these dating coaches or these real pill, you know, content, you know, it happens. What you need to really understand is just find something that, you know, just improve yourself, and find something that's within you. Dig it out and bring it out to the surface of being the best version of yourself. And, you know, everything you want in a woman, they will lock into you. Let's ride out. Like, it's just guys like this, which I don't know this guy from Can of Paint, but the way how he is saying, hey, yo, I got all this money and fame, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, I could take your girl. You know. This is very gaslighting, man. Like, come on.
I got the keys to the castle, motherfucker.
They're trying to get you triggered.
With so much fluidity going on and so many interpretations of it, it is hard for a lot of people to pin down exactly what it means to be a man. A lot of people have insecurities that are being preyed on by different grifters on the internet on a day-to-day basis. A lot of depictions, a lot of criticizing, a lot of chastising. It's just tough to really decide. Because of that, this has created a plethora of avenues in order for people to take advantage of you or anybody that's unsuspecting and that's questioning themselves in 2024. They claim to have the solution to make you achieve what you need that you are missing in your life in order to take that next step from becoming boys to men. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you men's improvement camps.
No junk food, no women, no.
And that's the thing, man. Listen, everybody in this world, even though you don't know it, but you're gonna find out sooner or later, have solutions to everything that you probably have problems on. You just gotta find it and apply it. If you don't apply the solution for yourself to be better, then that's on you. That's on your fault. You can't rely on, you know, everybody else to do it for you. Now, it's good to have people that has your back and supports your best interests and have your best interests at heart. But you cannot rely and be fully influenced by something that just wants you for your money. And that's what these alpha male dating coaches they be doing. Well, let's ride out.
No parties and no alcohol. This place banned everything that is not making men grow. It's an exclusive venue hidden in the mountains of Bali that is perfect for the guys who want a place to focus 100% on their goals without distractions. Hundreds of successful businessmen, top-tier athletes, and self-development enthusiasts have already joined the community and completely changed their lives. But not anyone can join. To enter, you need to submit an application to prove that you are dedicated enough to be a part of the community. Would you come here?
Now, I don't know if you can
What?
tell based off of the AI voice, this is totally meant to be satire. Thinking that there's a camp that
I hope
supposedly
so.
can make you into some sort of man or more masculine than the next man, hold you accountable, feed you all the good foods, and put you in front of businessmen that can grow you. It's make-believe. Like, nobody would ever believe that something like this really exists, right?
Who wants it? Who wants it? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hurry up, keep moving. Hurry the go. Project is a 75-hour experience that's mentally and emotionally tough. You've got to trust the process.
Get out of your f***ing head. Focus on one evolution at a time.
Oh. This is real. This is the
Yeah.
modern day night project. This is a $12,000 camp that's 75 hours.
$12,000?
Become more masculine or something like that. I don't know. It's day camp for men. What they claim on their website is your family deserves the best version of you as a leader, husband, and father. And apparently
That is
you can
true.
get that at their camp for the low price of $12,000. Many men are secretly fighting.
Fellas, you can do this for yourself. Like I said, you got the solution is inside of you. It's within you. Just bring it out to the surface. Like, you don't need this. You don't need to pay $12,000 to $18,000 for a day camp for men. Okay, like, come on now. Now I get it. It's for self-improvement, which is true. We as men should always improve ourselves day in and day out. But come on, this is ridiculous. All right, we're gonna
Fighting a
ride this
battle
out.
within them that no one knows about. I know this personally because I was one of those men. Oh my God. This is tough.
If you paying $18,000 for a 3-day alpha male boot camp,
3 days?
it might be over. Let's actually think about this shit. You're paying $18,000 for 3 days. It takes you 10 weeks to build a habit. What the hell is 3 days gonna do? There is a reason why every branch in the military, except the Air Force, has at least a 10-week basic so they can ingrain the habits in you. I just don't know why people can't be themselves. You're spending
Right.
$18,000 to try to be this alpha male. I just feel like if you go into an alpha male boot camp, you're trying to be something that you're not. And if you be yourself, you'll probably be way happier.
I'm gonna be serious for a little second here. I think men do have a lot of problems in today's society. They're seeking some sort of purpose. And if you look at all the statistics behind male loneliness, males needing some sort of relationships, them getting into intimate relationships later, home ownership later, not finding anything that fulfills them. I think that these are real situations and issues that men face on a day-to-day basis. And I think if you look at the way that society looks at men and men's mental health, there's some cause to pause here. I don't necessarily disagree with what he was saying that men are fighting a battle inside themselves. And truth be told, it's finding out who you are really in society instead of being someone else, but that may be another conversation for another day. I believe that all these things are true. The problem is, I don't think that you can pay $12,000 camps and feel like you're gonna come out as some sort of man.
After you make X amount, hundreds of thousands
Oh,
of dollars,
God.
if you look at the studies done on this, it does not
I don't fit no fucking
It
studies.
does not hugely improve a person's life.
Are you proud of who the fuck
Bro,
you are?
why
Well,
don't
look
you
at,
even
are
let
you
me
proud?
finish?
If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the fuck he is? Pull your fucking shirt
Because
off.
I've been-
Tell me you're fucking proud
Because
of yourself.
I've been to fucking prison?
Jesus Christ,
Because
look
I've been
at
to
you,
prison?
bro. You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
No, they go to prison where they get fucking.
Fuck yeah,
where
they
get
do.
raped up the ass.
You've never been to prison. Look,
That's
you're
what
talking about shit you
happens.
don't know.
They go to prison where they get
Let's
raped.
now you get your ass beat in front
You
of
think that
everybody.
that's better? You think that that's better?
See, I think the problem with a lot of these guys from these spaces is that they try to prey on the lowest common denominator people that have funds, not necessarily endless, but definitely are trying to find
said
some
that
way
earlier.
to take some
Yep.
upward mobility in life. These guys
Pretty much
have
what it
real
is.
insecurities, have real depression, and fight real battles inside themselves. And these guys know I can tap into those pockets and get what I want out of you. And not to make this a gender thing, but I think that these men have way more insecurities than a lot of women these days. One of the main problems is that they're consuming disgusting content. When you lack guidance, you start to look for different places and spaces that might validate some of your already warped beliefs. And that leads you to these content creators who are trying to sell you a product. They disguise it as good content and peddle you bullshit on top of it just to say that you gained something out of it by
Right.
buying their course or whatever the case may be. Or you got content creators who are just playing on insecurities, and that can be even nastier.
How many inches does my junk need to be considered a man?
Oh
Minimum 7
gosh.
inches.
What do I do if I have a small?
Listen, bro. First, you need to accept that you have a small. Anything under 7 inches, your is small. You need to start training it. You need to start taking the proper supplements. You need to start exercising it. You need to be training your junk, bro, so you can make it bigger.
I've never in my life heard another man tell another man to train their dick in order to.
I knew he was coming. I knew it. He's one of those online alpha male dating coaches. These alpha male coaches, red pill coaches, they all in the same box. Okay, they all in the same box. They bro, that's crazy. That clip was crazy. I never seen Fix X Fearless say anything like that. But yeah, I've seen that guy a few times floating around on the internet on one of his clips. But that clip, that was my first time seeing that clip. That was crazy work. Man.
Become a better man. Maybe I can give him some leeway. Maybe he's talking about the insecurities that men do have when it comes to penile size based off of social media. And even though there are women on a daily basis that come out and say that they don't prefer people over a certain size.
What's been the smallest?
Like 2 or 3 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, no, and I actually really enjoyed it. Like, some girls will appreciate it, and you know, it's about how you work it, not the size of it. You know? It's coming from a porn star.
So maybe if that's the message, I can get it. I can
That's
get
crazy
it. That can be
word,
the
too.
only thing bad
Coming
about this
from
guy's
a
content.
fun
right?
star.
Do you think a man needs to make to be happy?
To be significantly happy, 8 figures plus. I'm not there quite yet, but once you start making at least 7 figures, you will see like your life starts to change. You have the freedom to go wherever you want, pay your parents' bills, them have an enjoyable life, and still do whatever you want to do. But I think you're gonna experience true financial freedom once you start to make at least $10 million a year or not.
Oh. The problem with these sorts of content creators is that they found a way to fill a need in society. If you can look at all those statistics behind the plight of the man today and create some sort of idea or some sort of solution to them, you can feed it to them via content. And so then you go out and you jack yourself up, you get your fake veneer, you put on your H&M turtleneck, and you stand in front of the Eiffel Tower with the last bit of money that you had, and you edit things so your chain looks more glistening, and you have the nerve to tell everyday people that the only way that you'll achieve some sort of happiness is once you receive 8 figures. And then they have the nerve to say, yo, I'm not even there yet. So if you're not there yet, I guess that you're not truly happy, which is a stupid ideology to really be
It
putting
really
out there.
is.
At least like sell the fact that you're happy. I don't know, but it's all in a way to sell a product. What's crazy is these guys are themselves creating a problem that only their product, quote unquote, can solve.
They're
Not
making
only
it
do
more
people
complicated
looking
than
into
what
their
it
content
is.
already have underlying insecurities. Now their insecurities are pushed to the highest degree. Sure, you may have felt
To
like
other
your body
men.
didn't look the best. Now this person is telling you that your body needs to look even better. Sure, you may have felt like you were making good money, but now you need to make way more money. That is an outrageous amount of money that he told people that they need to make in order to experience happiness. I don't even know why anybody would listen to a person like this. All these content creators that start their content with "you need" and "if you're not" are terrible people. These aren't real therapists. These aren't real counselors. These aren't really helping people. These are instilling insecurities. And I hate that I'm gonna get a comment section filled with, I don't know, man, Fresh and Fit really helped me out, or such and such really helped me out. That 1 out of a million story for somebody that's probably already on the path doesn't really move me in the direction of saying that this person is a positive person, especially if I am somebody who is already what I deem to be successful, or somebody that I already deem to be somewhat happy or on the path to happiness. now have to move my bar even higher because some bozo on the internet told me that the bar that I originally had doesn't really mean happiness at all. This is no different than what the fashion industry used to do back in the day, like the early 2000s, where they would put those abnormal pictures of the human body up there and call it fashion models and stuff like that, and had a bunch of young ladies insecure about their body. And then we seen a crisis go across America where people were experiencing things like bulimia and anorexia. We couldn't figure out why. Well, we knew why. The people that were advertising in front of them were painting the picture as to what sexy was, what attractive was. And now we're seeing in real time when the media paints the picture for you that's not realistic, people chase those things to an unhealthy extent. It's happening on the men's side just like it happened on the women's side. A lot of people would say that this content has some sort of place on the internet, and I would probably agree at some point in time. Trust me, I think that a lot of people do need guidance or just opinions that may be able to help their life. I take cooking advice online, take clothing advice online, take financial advice online too, stuff that makes sense within the bounds of what I can control. However, people can only regurgitate these talking points so many times before they have to up the ante like any other one-upping culture. So when FitX Fearless gets people to call into his Instagram, he finds a whole new way to take things to another level.
6 feet 270 right now.
270?
Well, my numbers are high in the gym.
Curious. You just take your shirt off. Let's see what you look like, and then you can put it back on. A bit. Your stomach is hanging past your belly button. Look at your stomach. Let your body go. A bit round. Bro, look at your physique. Bro, your body is pretty bad. Yeah. You got a whole lot of work to do.
People used to praise Kevin Samuels for doing this, and I thought this was the stupidest content as well. While some of these things may have affected these people's dating lives or how much money they may make, their physical appearance or whatever the case may be, ultimately what I found in my real life is that people have personal issues, mental issues, personality issues that hinder them from dating. A lot of the time, it has nothing to do with the physical attraction. You can find a good person being ugly, but a lot of times these people tend to focus on the physical and the material that a lot of people, men, can produce, and this is where the problem lies.
5'10", how much do you weigh? Uh-oh.
I weigh about
two what?
Depending on the day, between 280 to 285.
So you're a fat fucker. So you think a 5'10", almost 300-pound dude, how much money you make?
Like 400 every 2 weeks.
So you make 400 every 2 weeks. So you make 800 a month.
I'm glad he's illustrating this because Kevin was getting on the men first before he was getting on the women. You know, and he blew up when he was doing women like this. But Kevin was talking like this, with the men first. A lot of people don't even know that. So I'm glad he's showing this right here.
Less than $10,000.
I mean, okay. How many 20-year-olds was him?
Hold on. Dude, I was a 20-year-old and I was making far more money than that. In the 80s, when minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. So I don't need to hear it. You got a big dick?
Huh?
You have a big
That's
dick?
crazy work.
I mean,
right
it's
there.
above average. I ain't know Ron Jeremy.
No. I asked you if you had a big dick.
I mean,
that is crazy. Why you gonna ask another man?
What they talk about is the physical is also terrible. Somebody may come with a weak argument in my
The size of his
saying,
pee-pee.
oh, well, Omar, the
That's
physical
tough.
is the first thing that somebody sees. Sounds like that's the only thing they ever talk about, though, is the physical appearance, the physical appearance, the physical appearance.
Right.
Never anything about how you can contribute to society, have intellectual conversations, are you a kind person, any of the personal things about you that may be able to help you in those regards. Things that'll have you building long-lasting, meaningful, and valuable relationships outside of just, hey, I'm physically attractive, you're physically attractive, let's hook up, and end up in these situations that a lot of these rappers, ball players, and all these other people that get taken advantage are in. Something more substantial.
If you're making anything under $50,000 a month, you're not a man. I'm sorry. Life starts at
There we go.
$50,000
Hey,
a month.
what did I say earlier?
$50,000 a month, it isn't so much about penny pinching. And now you can take care of your family. Let's keep it a buck. The reason why a lot of guys complain about life is so hard and I got this many kids is because you can't afford it. How much government assistance are you getting with that 1 or 2 child that you got? And then you complaining about life is so hard. Yeah, bro, you could have 10 kids if you can afford it. You're just poor. It's okay.
In one instance, he goes from $50,000 a month, which is $600,000 a year, to $10 million a year. This is the grift that I'm talking about. It's one-upping culture on top of one-upping culture. You go from the
Grifting like a mug.
all they ever talk about. And then you have men going out there sacrificing their late teens, their early 20s, or even their 30s, where they could be building longing, meaningful, lasting relationships in the pursuit of money. And they go out there and they chase the physical to never really obtain it because there might be 0.001% of people that make $10 million a year. And then once they never obtain it, they look back and say, man, I did all this for money. Sometimes it was illegal, and I didn't get
For women, too.
anything to show for it.
I'm not there at that.
Your first 100,000. Guys, being a successful man, part of that is making good money. All right, and this is exactly what you need to do. Number one, you have to first ask yourself, how can you solve people's problems? That's all money comes down to, solving people's problems. On a larger scale, the more people's problems you can solve, you don't have to ever worry about money. I'm helping you become better with women, become, a higher value guy, doing the self-improvement. I can help men on a larger scale. You need to figure out what you are a master at or what you can become a master at so you can solve people's problems. Then, once you do that, you need to build authority. You need to give value for the next 2 to 3 years until you build your name up. And by that time, you're making good money.
Man, if I would have known it was that easy, I would have been making good money a long time ago. Look, we've seen on this channel time and time again where people go down these rabbit holes chasing this materialistic way of finding success.
That's ultimately what it's about, really.
Only to find out in due time that the person selling success was really selling a whole lot. I think a lot of the time these people get preyed on because they want to uplift their lives. And I think that in today's society, it's no
they prey on the insecurity.
You're always yearning for things that you don't
prey on the men's insecurities.
Right now, the way that social media is set up right now, people are always going to yearn for more. But as you grow older, as you mature, you'll realize that you didn't need these superficial things. Oh, it's not costing people money to find out these things, signing up for these courses and participating in all these things, especially when there are ways that you can become a better man for free. I think the biggest piece of malarkey in what it takes to be blank, whether it be man or women, is that it can be sold by somebody online as a content creator. I've seen courses and classes about how to become a man, how to become a woman, how to become a better husband, how to become a better wife, and all of them come with inserting credit card numbers, hitting pay, and receiving some sort of ebook that should just be filled with, hey, I got you for your pockets, you dumbass. I see them go to these
right.
I see them go to these events, sit in somebody's house that they pay for, and listen to them give superficial advice like, if you wish it, you can want it, you can do it. I know everybody's trying to find some sort of fulfillment in life, but
easier
honestly,
said than
I don't
done.
think that you can pay for fulfillment. There is no cheat code to life. And honestly, it's crazy that everybody understands that when it applies to everything else, but when it applies to themselves, they never get that message. There is no shortcut. It's hard work, it's sacrifice, it's coming to better conclusions on a day-to-day basis based off of your past actions, and it's not repeating cycles. Everything else that they're trying to pitch you and sell you online is just gobbledygook. And hopefully we can get to a place in a space where men are not as gullible as to where they're buying things from people who are just funding by buying some weak-ass course.
Alright, y'all. That's it for the video, but yeah, fellas, man, listen, a lot of these like content creators, a lot of these alpha male dating coaches, man, they some of them all cap. Most of them are all cap. They trying to tell you got to get your stuff together, but they ain't really got their stuff together. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know these people, but you want to listen to them because you think they figure everything out. They ain't figuring nothing out. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything, you know what I'm saying, ain't about just physical and material things. That's mainly what, you know, most of these guys that do these type of content prey on. It's all about playing on the man's insecurities, and then when you listen to these guys, now you feel pressured to do, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta get this money, I gotta, you know, you're pressuring yourself because some other man on the internet that probably don't even have none of that stuff really, they just putting on the front so to make it seem like they have it all, but really up here they really don't. That's all you need to do when it comes down to being a man. Now there's more to that, to be, you know, of being a man than just physical and material things. Character too. Nobody talks about that. But yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this video, you know what I'm saying? Let's have a discussion. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I do a variety of videos here, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.